say to people to persuade and to influence them. It's called compounding, and it's the way that the brain works. The more that you do something, the more that you want to do that thing. So when it comes to what we just talked about, you can see that, right? The more you talk about not wanting cake, the more that you want cake. So the first language pattern is this. Everyone write this down. The more that you blink, the more that you'll blink. Notice when I had Julius and Brian up here, I said, the more that you listen to the sound of my voice, the more you can begin to feel the power of the magnet in your right hand begin to pull to the power of the magnet in your left hand. Did anyone hear that?
Yes.
Okay. So what's presupposed in that sentence?
Listen.
Yes, listen. The more that you listen to the sound of my voice, I'm already presupposing that he's going to listen to my voice, okay? What I've done is I have linked the more that you listen to the sound of my voice to what I want to happen. You'll begin to feel the power of the magnet in your right hand begin to pull to the power of the magnet in your left hand. So I've linked what he's doing to what I want him to think. The more that you think about this technique, the more you'll realize just how powerful that it is. The more that you use this technique, the more business that you'll close. That's the paradigm. Does everyone understand the paradigm? Okay, so what things, how can you go out and use this today? What things do your prospects or clients tell you they have to do before listing with you? Let's get interactive here. Come on. You've got to think about it. And actually, that's a smoke screen, and there's a way over that. I'm not going to give it to you today. That's a complete smoke screen. What you can say is this. You know, great. What's your name? First name?
Sharon.
Sharon. You know, Sharon, that's great. I understand that. And the more that you think about it, first part of the paradigm, the more that you'll realize that this really is X, Y, Z, which is what you want them to think. The more that you think about it, the more that you'll realize that you can trust me to list your home. The more that you think about it, the more that you'll realize that we can really help you sell your home in the quickest amount of time for the highest dollar value. What I'm doing is I'm tying what they tell me they want to what they're already doing. They'll say, you know, I love this one. This one here is worth a fortune to you folks. You ever had anyone say, you know what, I've got to talk to another agent. I've got to interview another agent. You heard that? I'm going to leverage that against them, and I'm going to use that against them, because this is what I'm going to say. Great, Sharon, you know what? The more that you talk to other agents, the more that you're going to realize that I really am the best fit for you. I have just tied what they told me they're going to do later to what I want them to think. As a matter of fact, I want you to talk to 100 agents, because the more you talk to, the more you're going to realize that really I can help you better than anyone else. Does anyone have a question about that paradigm? The first one, the first language pattern. Jane?
I just need to write it down.
Okay. The more that you blink, the more that you blink. Yes?
So you use only in positive way. So you cannot use it, for example, the more you wait, the more money you lose.
That's a negative reversal.
So you need
The longer you wait, the more money you're going to lose. There's a reverse of that. Yes, you can.
You can use both of them.
I tend to use positive more than anything else. It's called a positive association. I'll give you an example of how this works. Ever heard a song? And when you hear that song, you might have heard it. Who has a wedding song, okay? Your first song. So every time you hear that song, you think, well, why do I know that song? Where did I hear that song? Do I like that song? No, it's an automatic association in the brain where you heard that song. That's what this is. You're tying what they're doing to what you want them to think. It's called a positive neural associative condition. Does that make sense to everyone? The more that you hold your pen like that, the more that you'll realize that you really can use this technique. You can use it on anything, okay?
You walk around all the time.
You can use it on anything. I mean, I had a friend years ago who didn't want to see a certain movie. I don't remember what it was. And I said, fine, the more you chomp on those Doritos, the more you're going to realize you do want to see this movie. So you can use it for anything. I had a student of mine, and I'm really going in depth with these because I really want you to get how you can apply these when you walk out of here today to close more business. He wanted to, a couple of years ago, take all my material and do e-commerce. And he goes, but Jim, he goes, I don't know you from Adam, so I don't know if I can trust you or not. And I said, Edgar, I get it. The more that we visit, the more that you'll realize that you can trust me. What did I tie together there? What's presupposed? We're going to visit, right? And then what did I want him to think? Trust me. I tied what I wanted him to think to what we're doing. Any questions before we move on?
That's a good.
It's a very good one. That's why I'm giving you guys, I mean, I'm not giving you like scrap out of, things I don't give other. I'm giving you guys really good value today so that you can start understanding all the ways that you can be more persuasive and more influential right away. This material is really easy to use. All you've got to do is apply it. You'll get results right away with this.